Hey y'all, welcome to the channel. My name is Sean. This is UCM Pigs. And today we're going to be doing my spark plug wires on my 2016 Ultra Classic. I noticed a little chafing on the front head or the front cylinder spark plug wire last time I had my tank off when I was doing some work on the bike. But before we get started, let me remind you to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always on my channel, if you don't feel like typing words, just leave me an emoji. Let me know you're here. I would greatly appreciate that. So, as I mentioned, I was doing some maintenance a few weeks back. I had my tank off, and I noticed the plug wire for the front cylinder had some chafing on it. And they're the original plug wires to the bike. The bike has almost 60,000 miles on it. And I figured, you know what, I'm going to order me a set when I think about it, and I thought about it the other day. So I got online, started doing some researching, and ended up purchasing these right here from Revzilla. These are the Taylor Cable products, the SUMAX plug wires, and I got them in red. I could have went with gray. They have a lot of different colors. And oh, by the way, these come in at about $29 and some change through Revzilla. Like I said, there's a lot out there. You can get them on Amazon. These are made in the USA, I do believe, which is a plus. Yeah, it says here, made in the USA, right there. So, I mean, that's a plus there. I guess Taylor's an American company. The price was right, and I figured, you know what, we'll give them a shot. These are the 8mm plug wires, which is what is recommended for the Twin Cam 103. And we're going to put these on today. And while we're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and replace the firecrackers. I just was in my local Harley dealer. Again, just doing some maintenance on the bike, and my oil plug stripped out. So I went up to get a new oil plug, and I figured, you know what, while I'm there, I'll grab a couple genuine Harley Davidson spark plugs. I'm not trying to run performance on here. I've ran, Harley plugs in this bike pretty much since I've bought it, and I've had no problems with them. But I figured, you know what, while I'm doing the wires, let's go ahead and replace the firecrackers. So we'll put some new of these in there. So what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and remove the tank. I'm not going to cover that in the video. It's pretty simple. If you don't know how to remove your tank, you probably just need to load your bike up and take it to a shop. It's pretty easy. A couple bolts, tank comes off, set it off someplace safe, and that way we can get to what we need to get to replace these plug wires. All right, so I've got the tank off, and you can go ahead and see the two plug wires here. So this is the front cylinder plug wire, and then the rear cylinder plug wires right here. They both connect back in here. Let's push the camera around here a little bit so you can see right back in there the two connections. As you can see, moving the camera back over here, right there is my chafing. So that's where it looks like it was rubbing on something, and that front plug wire is chafed. So I'm going to go ahead and get these off. We're going to get these old plugs out and get the new plugs in and put the new wires on. All right, so I got the plug out, and as you can see, this plug is pretty nasty. I can't remember how long I've had these in there. I want to say they're just a couple years old. We're going to go ahead and replace them, like I said, because we're doing new plug wires. And I've got the OEM spark plugs here from Harley Davidson, saying that we're in there. And these should come pre-gapped, but we'll go ahead and check it. Should be I think it's 0.038 to 0.042 inches. So I'm going to throw it here on my gap tool, and it's at about 0.42. So I think I'm pretty good there. Let me see what my old gap was. And the old ones were gapped really high, so they just may be out of gap, worn down. So these new plugs in there, we're going to apply a little anti-seize to the new plug, just so it doesn't seize to the head, even though, I mean, I'll be changing these often, but you always want to put a little anti-seize on your threads, just so they don't get stuck in the head. And you definitely don't want to cross thread a spark plug, so you want to be ginger with doing that. And these are going to get torqued down to, I believe it's about 13, 12. Let me check the manual. Yeah, our torque is 12 to 18, right down there, 12 to 18 foot-pounds for our spark plugs. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. That's about 13 pounds. That's where I'm going to do it at. Go ahead and get this rear one done and get the plug wires in place. All right, so I've got the new plugs in place. We'll go ahead and remove this one rear plug wire here. These little grommets that go up in the frame. Try not to break it off. And the one furthest away from me is the rear cylinder. The one closest to me is the front. So we're going to start with the rear cylinder, and we'll just disconnect that plug wire back there. So it just unplugs. And then I'm going to take a pick, and this is a zip tie holder. I'm going to try to reuse it. So I'll take a pick and just try to loosen up that zip tie, and we'll slip this on the new plug wire. There we go. That released it. All right, so that won't feed back in there, but what I'll do is I'll still use the grommet and just put a new zip tie through there. So we're just going to trim this off, and then it's hidden back underneath there, and we'll put a new zip tie through it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this little thing here and just cut off that piece of zip tie, and then what I'll do is I'll take a new zip tie and run it through there. And that way we can fasten it where we need it. That's just to hold the plug wire out of the way of any moving parts or anything. Okay, so let's connect this back up in here. And there we go. The rear one's down. So let's get the front one done. And it's going to come right up here. There's a clip right up here in the top of the backbone. I think I'm going to turn those around like that. Some wire management later on. I'll probably do a zip tie right up here just to keep it out of the way of the cylinder. And then this one also had one of those zip tie connections, so I'm just going to go ahead and cut it off. Alright, so that is it. New plug wires on the bike. I'm going to mess around with this wire management, see how I want to run these, make them lay nice, and we'll get the tank back on there and see what it looks like when it's all buttoned up. All right, so everything's buttoned back up. I've started the bike. It appears to start fine, so that's always a good sign there. But I think it's kind of subtle. I mean, yeah, the red plug wires, you kind of see them in there, but they're not like super jump out at you, but it's just a nice subtle look. Who knows? I might do some more accents in red. I don't know. But it was something different. I figured why not? Price was good, and I think it looks pretty good all in all. So, all right, so that's it. Pretty easy job. Don't be afraid to do this. This is a super simple job. If you can unplug some wires and plug them back in, you've got this. I mean, yeah, you got to take the tank off, but that's pretty simple as well. Here, take a look at this one wire. Like I said, it was chafed pretty bad. I mean, that's got a nice little chunk bit out of it. It looks like it was rubbing on the tank underneath it, so I think this one might do the same thing. I tried to get it off the tank, but yeah, I mean, 60,000 miles, not too shabby. So I'll keep these as backups, as spares, just in case, you know, something happens and I need a spark plug wire for an emergency, because they still work. Just something I noticed, and while I was in there just now, I noticed something else. I think I found my next project. My rear rocker box is leaking, so those gaskets have blown, so I'm about to start looking at a kit for that, and we'll be doing that later on in the future. So that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you found it informative, and until we talk again, you guys be careful, you guys be safe, always keep your shiny side up, and we'll talk to you next time.